Guys, I have to show you my earrings. I actually made these. They're made out of polymer clay. And they look like little cakes inspired by a s'more. There's like a little graham cracker and a chocolate and a marshmallow on top. Very impressed with myself. So cute. Hello everyone, I am Sammy, your devoted manga otaku, and welcome to my manga space. Just before we get into the video, a little heads up, I might sound a little strange, I might sound a little nasally because I am recovering from being sick. So if I sound a little off, that's why. I hope you enjoyed my little vlog video. I don't make them very often, but they are fun to make every once in a while. Now, I don't want to waste any time. Let's just jump into my first manga haul of the year. I invite you to grab a coffee or other beverage of your choice, and let's haul manga. The first few manga that I'm hauling today are the books I unboxed in my vlog, starting with volume 9 of the Josei series, Perfect World by Rai Aruga. Perfect World is a slice of life romance that focuses on the relationship between a man who uses a wheelchair and a non-disabled woman, while also following these characters as they pursue their dream careers. So far, I've read up to volume 8, and although I've been enjoying this series, I don't like how slow the romance is progressing, which is why I'm going to hold off continuing this series until I have a few volumes. I'm hoping that the pacing will pick up now that we are nearing the end of the story. And then we have volume 3 of the Josei series, BL Metamorphosis by Kaori Surutani. This is a slice of life story that follows a widowed 75-year-old woman who bonds with a 17-year-old bookstore clerk over their shared interest in BL manga, resulting in an odd but wholesome intergenerational friendship. I was expecting to haul this volume sooner, but my order got lost in Ontario and Indigo had to send me a replacement book, but I'm super thankful that they sent it so fast, and now this series is complete. I've heard that it's super sweet and comforting, so I'm hoping that I can get to this soon. And lastly, we have volume 8 of the award-winning and top-selling series in Japan, My Boy by Hitomi Takano. This seinen drama is about a woman in her 30s who's being abused by a former lover and ends up befriending a 12-year-old boy who has some family issues of his own. They are both really lonely and find comfort in each other's company. This manga has been recommended to me by multiple people due to my love for the series After the Rain. Apparently My Boy has a lot of the same vibes as that story. This series is completed at 9 volumes. It's almost done, so I'll hold off reading this until I have the whole series. Okay, now we're going to dive into some of my highly anticipated pre-orders, starting with the final volume of Sweat and Soap by Kentetsu Yamada. I can't believe this is the last time I'm hauling a Sweat and Soap volume. I haven't read this yet. I'm hesitating because I'm not ready to say goodbye to Asako and Kotaro. If you don't know, this series follows a very wholesome and heartwarming relationship between two co-workers that's built on mutual trust and healthy communication. In this volume, they are quite obviously getting married, and I'm feeling excited and not excited simultaneously. Also, I love this cover and I love the back too. I was surprised to see that everyone is here and it's just perfect. It's always bittersweet saying goodbye to a story that you just love. Next up is a manga that needs little introduction, and that's volume 9 of the Age Gap Romance Living Room Matsunaga-san by Keiko Iwashita. I've read this, of course, and it was so good. I was a little disappointed with my physical copy of the book, it has a lot of ink smudging. I can't show you guys because of spoilers, but there are at least 5 or 6 packages that have smudging all over them, which really sucks, but the content is glorious. If you ever need a pick-me-up or want to read something that'll give you butterflies and warm, fuzzy feelings, you need Living Room Matsunaga-san in your life. And then we have Volume 4 of A Sign of Affection by Sue Morishita. I feel like I've been waiting ages for this volume, and now it's finally here. This is one of my favorite manga series that I started reading in 2021, and it follows a girl who has a hearing disability and a boy who wants to learn Japanese Sign Language in order to better understand and communicate with her. The story is super sugary and the characters are adorable, but it's still a mature story. The leads are in college, they are college students, and there isn't any high school drama, which is very refreshing. Highly recommend this to anyone who loves shoujo and josei romances. The next thing I'm hauling is Volume 5 of the ongoing series Kaiju Girl Karamelisse by Spica Aoki. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I haven't seen many people talk about this series, but after receiving volumes 1 through 4 as a gift, I looked into some of the reviews and people have a lot of fantastic things to say about it. The manga follows a girl who has a rare condition. Under pressure or when she's feeling anxious, she turns into a kaiju. I love the premise of this story. I don't have anything like this in my collection. I saw one person describing it as being a high school love story mixed with a kaiju film, and I love that. Plus the art style is very cute. Look, she has hearts in her eyes. It's adorable. I cannot wait to check this series out. The last pre-order I'm hauling is Volume 4 of Boys Run the Riot by Keito Gaku. This is an Own Voices manga with the story stemming from Gaku sensei's own experiences, and it follows a trans boy named Ryo. Ryo likes expressing himself through fashion, and after befriending a new transfer student named Jin, the boys start developing their own streetwear fashion business. I really adore the artwork. I think it looks clean and cool, and I have yet to see a bad review for this series. This is the last volume, and I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Also, I appreciate how big these volumes are. It's just so meaty compared to your average run-of-the-mill manga. The next series that I'm hauling is only half unopened, so I'm going to take a moment and unpackage everything. Darn it, I forgot my X-Acto knife upstairs and I'm way too lazy to go and get it. Alrighty, and here we have volumes 4 through 11 of The Girl from the Other Side Shularoon by Nagabi. Hauling these volumes has been a long time coming. I've had these books since last year, and I'm thrilled to finally add them to my collection. This whimsical series is set in a fantasy world that's split into two. The inside, where humans live, and the outside, where monsters dwell. The books revolve around the strange relationship and daily life between an abandoned human child and her demonic guardian. I've seen a lot of people describe The Girl from the Other Side as being a hauntingly beautiful story that's both wholesome and cute while being equally dark and mysterious. After the last couple volumes were released last year, a bunch of the manga community on Instagram was commenting on how sad and emotional the story was becoming, and that really piqued my interest. I can't wait to dive into this series. I read the first volume way before starting my YouTube channel, and I really liked the vibe. Hopefully I can get to this series soon. These next couple manga were gifted to me from my bestie for Christmas. The first series that she gave me is actually a yaoi one-shot story. There Are Things I Can't Tell You by Ediko Mofu. This BL manga follows two men who are complete opposites. One is a soft-spoken and shy, while the other is extroverted and popular. Now that the boys have graduated high school, life is more complicated, and they're realizing that their feelings for each other are complicated as well. I'm really happy that I get to add a new yaoi to the bookshelves, and I've heard some really great things about this series in particular. I think this is my first yaoi title from Tokyopop. I've noticed that they've published quite a few one-shot yaoi stories, so hopefully I can pick some more up in the future. If you have any yaoi recommendations, let me know in the comment section below. I think that the art is really well done and the story sounds really sweet. I'm just super thankful to have gotten this. The next present that she kindly gifted me is one that took me completely by surprise, and that's volume 1 of The Cat Barista by Hiro Meijima. For this manga, I'm going to read you guys the synopsis.
A perfect brew. For some people, the daily grind of city life is exhausting, yet somewhere between the busy streets, there's a mysterious cat cafe that can only be found by weary souls. What's on the menu? A delicious drink, specially brewed for each customer by a cat barista.
I love the little drink on the back. That looks so tasty. I think that the art for this looks adorable, and although I'm not really sure what to expect from the story, I'm getting episodic vibes from the synopsis. Like, maybe this is a collection of short stories of the cat barista helping different people. The second volume releases at the end of March. I'm not sure how long this series is going to be, but I'm really looking forward to this one. Now, the last manga that I'm hauling today is The Last Gasp publication, The Strange Tale of Panorama Island by Suehiro Maruo. This seinen story was adapted from a novella of the same name by Japanese mystery and suspense author Edogawa Rampo, who originally serialized the novella in 1926. This pulp mystery classic is set in 1920s Japan and follows a struggling novelist named Hitomi Hirosuke, a man who bears an uncanny resemblance to the son of a rich industrialist family. After learning about the rich man's passing, Hitomi formulates a plan to impersonate him in order to take over all aspects of the industrialist's life. After successfully tricking everyone and obtaining the wealth of the now dead son, Hitomi decides to build a hedonistic resort, the perfect backdrop to his decadent feasts, orgies, and dark secrets. This is something I've wanted to own for a while now, but it's been out of stock for months. I originally saw it on Instagram and I was just drawn to this cover. It is just so gorgeous. The illustrations are beautiful, the colors are vibrant, and the overall quality of the book is just simply stunning. The synopsis is intriguing. It is rated mature, probably because of the orgies, but that's okay. We don't mind tasteful smut on this channel. I don't have a lot of mystery in my collection, so I'm glad I was able to pick this up. And that, friends, is the end of my January manga haul video. I'd love to know what manga you guys picked up this month, so let me know in the comment section below. I'm so sorry if my voice was distracting during this video, but I tried my best not to sound too nasally. If you're interested in watching more videos from me, you can check out my end card where I'll have links to my most recent videos. I hope you all have a manganificent day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!